Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent, and it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, you know, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
Good luck, Tammy.
See you, David.
Things happen. How do you make the unexpected happen? Take the next step with an online degree from Indiana Tech. Start with a visit to one of our 2 new Chicago area enrollment centers in Naperville or Wilmette. You'll discover a wide range of affordable undergraduate and graduate degrees with flexible class schedules designed to fit your lifestyle and help you earn a degree.
See what it's like to be a warrior.
Good evening, folks. We are at the Teepee here in Decatur as 2 Adams County rivals clash on the volleyball court. I'm Jake Havlin here on the call, and I'm excited to have you with me tonight. South Adams makes their quick drive here for their annual match against Bellmont. I'm excited to have you join me. Please stick with us. This is going to be a great game.
Hi, I'm Paxton, and I'll be your tour guide today. Behind me, we have Pearson Hall. This is one of our freshman dorms on campus. Today, I'll be showing you dorm rooms. Come inside. The only way to get into campus is if you have an ID card, so you'll have to swipe into all the dorms, and then
photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our portrait sessions together, we dream Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports. Moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it look. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Spent countless hours of time in the pool, countless hours in here, making my body stronger, and it's been kind of like a mental thing too, just telling myself like, you're fast enough to be able to compete with those girls that are at other Division I schools that I'll be competing against next year. It was like a big decision of like where I was going to go to school, and Valpo was a great experience on my first initial visit. And then once I met some of the teammates at an invitational that I went and watched, they were also just super inviting. The ability to be able to further my swim career and the equipment that I'm able to use at Valpo, I think can help me make really big strides. 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I moved down here when I was younger. I went to the gym with my brother and my dad. It felt kind of natural. I just had a love for it. I feel like it got serious when I went from probably my 8th grade year to my freshman year. I knew Purdue was home for me because I just felt very comfortable when I got onto the campus and got around all the people and the team. They love me, I love them. And I'm just super excited to play with that group of girls and that group of coaches. Now I'm in here working out and it's helped me get stronger, so I know that's going to help building my muscle, being able to power through defenders, get in the lane, be more confident, finishing at the basket through contacts. When you know you're in here putting the work in, it makes it easier for you to go on the court.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
It was after a bad game in 8th grade. I decided that I was going to try my best to, be able to earn a scholarship and play in college. And so I'm really excited for it. Once you come here for a while, you have all the experience. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger, especially in basketball-specific positions. I feel like I'm able to move better, I'm more flexible, able to run faster, jump higher, and just stronger overall. So then, when you go back to your school, you can take that experience, to help you prevent injuries when you're doing your own weight training with your own school.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Last year I was on JV, and it was the last point of our Snyder match. I just went down, and I couldn't move. I could not get back up, and I had torn my ACL, part of my meniscus, and then I also had severe bone bruising. It was kind of tough to just be I can't play volleyball, and I really have to work to get back to where I was and try to be better and grow from there. So Dr. Hartswell was the wonderful surgeon who did my knee, and for 2 months between my injury date and my surgery date, I went to PSM sports therapy, and I really got some great care before my surgery that would help me to be stronger afterward. For about 6.5 months after surgery, I was also with PSM just working to get back and be better. The exercises my physical therapist Will has are really geared toward his individual patients, and it was just cool to see the different progressions from exercises that I would be doing. And I think that was a big part of knowing where my progress was and knowing where I stood. There's nothing else that brings me as much joy as volleyball does. Just being able to confidently say, I can do this move, or I can do this move, or I feel safe with my knee. I think that was when I really knew that I was ready to get back out there.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
PSM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Paxton, and I'll be your tour guide today. Behind me, we have Pearson Hall. This is one of our freshman dorms on campus. Today, I'll be showing you dorm rooms. Come inside. The only way to get into campus is if you have an ID card, so you'll have to swipe into all the dorms. And then over here, we have an intercom system. So through every dorm, we have these dial buttons within the dorm rooms and then outside. So say you're visiting somebody, you don't live here, you would dial their room number, and then you can actually call their room, and they can unlock the doors to the dorm through the intercom system, and you can talk to them. They can see you through a camera, and they can unlock the doors for you, so they don't have to leave the room. It's really nice to have. So right here, we just have our main lobby. Every floor has a lobby. In the lobbies, we just have TVs and stuff. You can watch movies, play video games. You can hang out with friends, do homework, play card games. It's just a nice little hangout area to have. And then right here, this is what we call our RA office. So every single night, there will be an RA in the office. They're just there for your needs if you have any issues with toilets or sinks or anything being clogged. They'll always be in there for your help. If you have questions about anything, you can always come see an RA here. And then over here, we have mailboxes. Every student has a mailbox. They are really small. The only thing they can fit is card-sized items. Throughout campus, you'll see our mail room when you go on your actual tour later on, and that will be in one of our other buildings where you'll receive bigger packages. All right, so here's the laundry room. So in the laundry room, you don't have to save quarters or use quarters. I know it says 25 cents, but it is included with living on campus. And then there's one on every floor and every side of the floor, so there's 2 on every floor in Pearson. So every student has keys to their dorm. And then as you come in, you will see our intercom system right here that I talked about in the entranceway. So this is where you would unlock the door for visitors, talk to them. And then one really nice thing about it is there is a security guard button right there. So if you were to have somebody calling your room constantly at 5 o'clock in the morning because some student forgot their keys, you could actually press the security guard button and it will lock them in that little box that we entered to into the dorm. It'll lock both the outside doors and the inside doors and call security. So it also has a nice safety measure within your room. You don't even have to leave your room for that. So it's really nice. And then as we enter in this way, you'll see this is the half of our room looks like. So there's this, and then on the other side of the suite, there's a mirrored room that looks exactly like this. The desk, the dressers, and the closets, and all of the drawers and stuff all come with. You can decorate it any way you'd like, and then mini fridges, TVs, anything like that you would bring here. And then through here we have our bathroom. So then as you come into the bathroom, you'll see that this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then as you come through, there's one shower shared between the 2 rooms, and then this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then there's the mirrored room right here. So then they share a little common space out there, and then this is the exact same stuff, and it's all the same. Here we have Calbflush. This is our other freshman dorm on campus. It is across the street from main campus. We'll be showing another freshman dorm, the laundry room, and then the hangout lobby area. Come on in. So same thing as Pearson. To get into the dorms, you have to have a swipe card that unlocks and lets you in. All right, and then we have the same intercom system as we do in Pearson, and it runs throughout all of the dorms. And then in here is the lobby area where all the students hang out. We have a TV so people can hook up Xboxes or anything like that, DVD players, you can watch movies. I know RAs put on a bunch of activities down here. They do movie nights with hot chocolate during the winter. We've done pumpkin carving, and we watch a Halloween movie, and so that's all done down here. And then it's the same thing over here. You can do some studying, you can hang out with friends, you can eat dinner if you want. And like I said, you can hang out with your RA, hang out with your friends, do homework, but follow me to the next part. So same thing as Pearson, every student has keys to their dorm. So when you first walk in, it's different than Pearson where there's no like 2 mirrored room. It's just one room with 2 students. The shelves, the desks, the drawers, all of the beds and stuff all come with. And then over here, it's the same for Pearson and Calbflesh. You can control the air condition and the heat for the room, not the entire dorm, which is so nice because then it's between you and your roommate, not through hundreds of people in one building. And then as we walk over here, you'll see that the sink is outside of the bathroom, which is so nice because obviously if your roommate's showering, you don't have to worry about not being able to brush your teeth or even use the sink or get a drink of water or anything like that. And then as we walk over here, you'll see only 2 roommates to 1 bathroom. And then the shelving space. And then instead of Pearson where they have closets, you would have this whole shelving space and hanger area. And then same thing as Pearson, we have the intercom system over here where you can press the security guard button, you can talk to them, and then see them through the camera. Calbflesh also has mailboxes. They're the same size. They fit card-sized items. And again, if you have any bigger packages, we do have a mailroom on campus. So then through here, this is the laundry room. The difference between Pearson and Calbflesh is Calbflesh, there's only one in the whole building and it's on the first floor, whereas Pearson has them on every floor. But it is the same as they are included with living here, so you don't have to use quarters. It's free to the students. And that concludes the tour. Thanks for coming with. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to your counselor. Hope to see you around campus. Go Warriors!
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Adams County. We are in the teepee tonight as South Adams takes their short drive here to Bellmont. As you were just watching, the JV just took the court, and Bellmont won 2-0. And before that, the freshmen, we got a freshman game tonight, and South Adams was able to pull that one out with a 2-1 win. Now, let's look at tonight's 2 teams who are coming into battle. Let's start with the visiting South Adams Starfriars. They're coming into this game 10-1. Last week, or including this week, they actually got their first loss of the season. They are 10-1. They haven't played conference play, so they're still in the non-conference, but a game tonight is huge for South Adams. They are led by their dig leader, Reagan Bittler. She's a senior. Their kill leader, Reese Bittler, 61 kills. And leading per game, Reese Bittler has 2.5 kills per set. Total blocks, Avery Brown leads as a senior. And serving aces, Reagan Bittler, she has 20 of them. Now let's look at the Bellmont Braves leaders. Bellmont starting their season 4-2. Now they are losers to the last 2 to the last 3, so they are coming into this game. They need a crucial win here today. But they are led by Mary Kate. She is number 1. She is a senior. 115 digs here on the season. 105 kills. She's an absolute stud. We will be back on Summit City Sports.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
You have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a warrior. Go Warriors.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Welcome back here at the teepee. Let's take a look at South Adams and how they got here today. They started their season against Centerville. They're winning that one 2-0. They also got wins over Franklin County, Richmond, Blackford, Winchester, Rochester, Northfield, Peru, North Miami, and Parkway. And they also had a game earlier this week against Eastbrook where they won 3-0. Now, they are coming off their very first loss of the season, so this is a great bounce-back win if they can get it done tonight. Let's look at Belmont's path here tonight as well. They are 4-2 in the season, have not played conference play yet. They started their season against South. They won 3-1. Bishop Dwenger 3-1. Lewers 3-0. And then their first losses this season, they lost to Yorktown at Yorktown on the road 3-1. Then they had a home game against Avon. They won 3-1. And then their last match out was against Concordia, and they were blanked 3-0. So if you're Bellmont here, you're looking to get a win in a lower conference play. And if you lose, you go back to the writing board and you try to switch some things up. Let's take a look now at what South Adams has coming up on their schedule. They have, including tonight, they have 3 away games. One tonight against Bellmont, one at Norwell, one at Southern Wells, and then they're home again against Bluffton. And that week, the 9th and the 11th, will start ACAC play. And let's take a look at Bellmont's schedule. After tonight, they will play Westfield at home. They have a couple home games in a row here, including a tournament, which has teams coming up from Indyville. They also have a non-conference game against Heritage on the 2nd. Then they will be back home against Snyder, Hamilton Southeastern, which will be a very great game. Hamilton Southeastern, if you don't know them, they are top of the ranks here in the volleyball world in Indiana. And then you got Zionsville. You got a huge game against Homestead. And then you have your another county rival, Adams Central, at home. And then after that game, you have Carroll at home. And then you have a couple away games. You have New Haven, which is a conference game. You have Coldwater on the road, which is in Ohio. And then you have another NE8 game against East Noble. And then you finish it out with a couple more NE8 teams such as Norwell, DeKalb, Huntington North, and Columbia City. Now, with Bellmont coming into the game, losing 2 to the last 3, you know they want to capitalize tonight. Again, I am Jake Haviland on the call. Thank you so much for joining us. It is just me, myself, and I tonight. No cameraman, no producer, just me, myself, and I on the voice tonight. I appreciate you so much for listening. Now let's have a great match tonight.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I decided if I was going to come to Indiana Tech, I was going to be a different kind of instructor. I was really going to focus on connecting with students, teaching the students the theory that they needed, and also the practical applications.
Very practically, what that looks like is smaller class sizes. So my class sizes are the 8 to 10 up to maybe 20. And that's backed up with, we have 18 hours of office hours every week. I'm sitting in my office waiting for students to come in to talk about anything. It doesn't just have to be with the classroom.
In the College of Engineering, we have ABET accreditation for mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and biomedical engineering. ABET is the top accrediting board for engineering in the United States and probably in the world.
Another thing that is a very different approach at Indiana Tech, I think, that some other universities, is we try and make sure they have a lot of lab experience in the engineering department. All engineering programs are going to have laboratory courses, but in our laboratory courses we try to get them not just exposure to measurements and exposure to some of the devices that you'll be used, but I like to actually assign projects that are, realistic projects.
Those projects, this project-based learning, help students to work together in a group and be hands-on with the material or the product that they're creating. Engineering students at Indiana Tech to me, stand out because I know that they've had a lot of experiences working in groups, working on projects, doing lab experiments to help them understand the material, and I think that prepares them well for industry.
First thing I'll tell a high school student is study, study, study. Get all the math you can possibly get. I honestly believe that the critical thinking skills you learn in math courses will help you with engineering courses.
The type of knowledge base that students should have coming in, they need to be problem solvers and critical thinkers. Those two things are really the essence of engineering. Regardless of flavor, they're going to need to figure out, there's a problem here, how do I solve it? And they need to think critically about that. They need to observe, listen to people, and then kick in those problem-solving skills to solve the problem.
Part of the growth of Indiana Tech has involved an increasing number of international students. So I think if we can expose students to different ideas, different cultures, again, it makes them that much more competitive in the marketplace.
In the Fort Wayne area, we have lots of large companies, BAE Systems, Fort Wayne Metals, General Motors, Raytheon, Harris Corporation, and the list goes on. We have a lot of employers that want our engineering students.
Indiana Tech, I think, continues to serve students even beyond their graduation. We really strive to keep in touch with our alumni on a personal level just to see how they're doing, but then also they want to give back to the university because of the experiences they've had here, so they want to provide opportunities for other students here as well.
Welcome back with us here at Summit City Sports. I'm Jake Havlin, and tonight we have Bellmont and South Adams on the volleyball court. Now let's look a deeper look into their roster here. Let's start with South Adams. Their assistant coaches, Carly Seal-Scott and Amanda Arnold, JV coach, Hannah Dahl, and varsity coach, Ashley Bunkenham. Let's take a look at the Bellmont staff. Freshman coach, Amber Dahlstrom. We got Heather German as a JV coach. We got assistants Allison Bussey, Annie, and Sophie Crawl. And then varsity coach, he's been here a while, Craig Crawl. Now let's look at the rosters a little bit here. South Adams returns 7 seniors. They are heavily powered by their seniors and also have a lot of in-between players as well, as no freshmen on the team going to play tonight. Let's see here. We got Bixler. She's a senior. Sprunger, she's a sophomore at number 2. Number 3, Shelby. She's a senior as well. Number 5, we got Reagan Bolenbacher, the senior. Another senior. Number 6, Avery Brown. Number 8, Riley Bolenbacher. She's a senior. And Jamari Somerset, she's a junior. She's number 7. Charlie Bolenbacher, number 10. She's number 9, and she's a sophomore. We have Reagan Bentler, she's a senior. Christina Lehman, she's a sophomore. Reese Bentler, she's a sophomore. And Lainey Trouch, she is a senior. Now let's look at the Bellmont roster. You got Mary Kate at the number 1. She's a senior. You got Quinn Buchanan, she's a senior. You got Gracie Riggs. She is a junior at number 3. Lily Selking, she's a senior at number 4. Avery Coates, she is a junior at number 5. Ella Ross, number 7, she's a senior. Number 8, Taylor Sutter, she is a junior. Number 9, Kaylee Coulter, she is a sophomore. Number 10, Katie Reinhart, she's a junior. And Bree Schoaf, she's a junior, wearing that number 11. She's a junior as well. Alyssa Gumbel, she's number 12, and she's a senior. Number 14, Ashley Bonham. She is a junior. Now, if you're both of these teams, you want to get a win tonight. Both teams are coming off one of their first losses of the season, as we said earlier. It doesn't get better than this. Adams County Volleyball, Bellmont, South Adams. Thank you so much for sticking with us tonight. It's going to be a great one. Welcome back, folks. We are minutes away from starting this volleyball match. Thank you again so much for joining us here at the TP. As teams go to their respected sideline, we are just seconds away from starting this very exciting matchup against South Adams and the Bellmont Braves. We will be right back after these messages. As the Bellmont's announcer starts the starting lineups here.
And now for the lineups. First for the visiting Starfighters of South Adams.
We'll give you feed for the starters here. A confusion here. I apologize here. I got some wrong numbers for the South Adams Starfires.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I decided if I was going to come to Indiana Tech, I was going to be a different kind of instructor. I was really going to focus on connecting with students, teaching the students the theory that they needed, and also the practical applications.
Very practically what that looks like is smaller class sizes. So my class sizes are the 8 to 10 up to maybe 20. And that's backed up with we have 18 hours of office hours every week. I'm sitting in my office waiting for students to come in to talk about anything. It doesn't just have to be with the classroom.
In the College of Engineering, we have ABET accreditation for mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and biomedical engineering. ABET is the top accrediting board for engineering in the United States and probably in the world.
Another thing that is a very different approach at Indiana Tech, I think, that some other universities, is we try and make sure they have a lot of lab experience in the engineering department. All engineering programs are going to have laboratory courses, but in our laboratory courses we try to get them not just exposure to measurements and exposure to some of the devices that you'll be used, but I like
We are moments away from starting Bellmont and South Adams volleyball here in the teepee. As respected sides shake hands, let's get this one started, folks. This is going to be a great one. Thank you so much again for sticking with me here. Some great music here in the teepee tonight. Great national anthem. Nothing gets better here in Adams County. Coach Crawl talking to his team before the game starts. You know, he's telling his team, listen, we are going into this game losing 2 of our last 3. We cannot lose to South Adams. They aren't in their section. They're not in their class. But this is a huge game to come out on top on both sides. In this rivalry, Bellmont has taken care of business in the last couple years. I wonder if an upset here is in store for us tonight. As Bellmont's adjusting to their lineup here. Right before we tip this thing off, the ref is getting his lineups all correct here. Shortly after this, we'll get some live action here, some volleyball here in Adams County. Let's get this thing going. Number 10, Reagan Bentler. She will start tonight off serving for South Adams. Let's see if they can take advantage early. Ball is over. Bellmont. Good hit. Good hit by the libero. Number 12 brings it over. Bellmont looks to set it up, and they bring it over. Reagan Bolenbacher on the set. And that's going to be just out of bounds. Bellmont gets the first point here. Number 2, Quinn Buchanan. She'll be serving for the Bellmont Braves. She brings it over. Number 5, South Adams. Reagan brings it over. And that just barely was in. Crawl didn't like the call there. Number 12, Reese Bentler, the sophomore. She brings it over for South Adams. Reagan on the hit. Bolenbacher brings it over. Mary Kate with the huge slam, but South Adams is able to contain it. And South Adams takes it over. And what a kill by Mary Kate, the leader of this team. You know, like we were saying earlier, she is her team leader. She's also their team stat leader as well. With 105 digs, 115 kills this year. She's a menace anywhere she goes. All right, Bellmont brings it over. Bolenbacher. Bellmont brings it over again. South Adams looks to set up. Bellmont was able to contain it. And Mary Kate, she gets another point. So it is now 3-1 in the favor of the Bellmont Braves. Shelby, the senior, brings it over for the Bellmont Braves. The libero sets it up. Reese Bentler brings it over. And Mary Kate with another spike down. It is 4-1 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. As Quinn brings it over. That's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be Belmont's ball. Score is now 5-1 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to actually stay here as South Adams decides to talk it over, down 1-5. Let's take a look at the rankings of these two teams. Bellmont coming in 27th in the state of Indiana, and then also ranked 14th in the respected class. So let's look at another look at these stats here. Kills per set. Mary Kate, number one, the senior from Bellmont, has 4.8. Taylor Sutter is right behind her. Total blocks led by Kaylee Coulter, the sophomore at Bellmont. She has 10. Serving aces, Ella Ross, she has 8. Now Bellmont here after the timeout. Gracie Riggs is about to bring it over. She is a junior. She brings it over. And that's going to be out of bounds. Now with this side out here, South Adams looks to take advantage. Still down 5-2. Somerset brings it over. South Adams is able to take it, and it barely went over. And that's a point, South Adams. Down 2 now in the first set. Somerset is about to bring it over for the Starfires. As you can hear barking, that is coming from the student section, so you're not hearing any interference. That is barking coming from the student section. And that is 5-4. Still in favor of Bellmont, but South Adams looks to bring it over. Almost an ace there. She barely got there. Number 10 lobs it up. What a point by South Adams to tie it up here early in the first. What a move by South Adams. Now looking at a 5-5 match here. Somerset still bringing it over. Bellmont looking for something. Looking for Mary Kate. Wasn't enough. South Adams able to maintain it. The libero. And it just didn't go over. Bellmont's going to get the score there. Now they're up again, 6-5. Here comes Mary Kate. She tries to bring it over and try to build up this lead for Bellmont. She brings it over. Reagan gets it started for him. They bring it over. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. So Mary Kate brings it over again. 7-5 early here in the first set. Bullenbacher. Huge hit by Laney. She sets it back up again. She looks to take it back over. Bellmont contains it. Mary Kate. And that's right in the corner. That's in. Almost hit the flag guy in the middle there. Now 8-5 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Mary Kate's ready to bring it over. Barely get over it, hit the net. Point South Adams. Avery Brown with the nice little touch there. Side out, and the Bellmont is still leading 8-6, but South Adams looking to take advantage. South Adams contains it. They bring it over, and a big slam for South Adams. Huge play for South Adams. There was just nobody there. Lainey Trouch takes it over. She's a senior. Bellmont plays it. South Adams able to contain it. Let's see if they can bring it over. And they do. It looked like it went right through the net. Great move from South Adams. And it just hits the ground. Bellmont Brave was able to side out now. Avery Coates, the junior, sets to bring it over. So, she runs into the pole, but they're able to get it over. Mary Kate sets it up for a bump. And that's out of bounds. Point Bellmont. Avery Coates is still back there, sends it over. Laney sets it over. That's out of bounds, and South Adams gets the score. 8-10 favored Bellmont. With the side out here, Reagan Bolenbacher, the senior, set to take it over. Barely gets that one off. Almost touches the net there. Laney sets it up. Point South Adams. I told you folks, this is going to be a great game here in Adams County. Please stick with us. Let's get a good view here of this wide angle here. South Adams takes it over. Bolenbacher with the great serve. Coates with the set. And it just goes out of bounds. And we got a tie game here at Bellmont. South Adams is just not going away. You got to think these two losses that come from Bellmont are getting in their head here. South Adams brings it over. 14 gets it over. Laney sets it up. Almost goes out of bounds. Mary Kate's able to save it. Rejection by South Adams. And they're here able to set it up. And that's in. That is in. South Adams takes the lead 11-10. Reagan Bolenbacher, the senior, still about to take it over for the South Adams Starfires. Ellie sets it up. Mary Kate with the assist over. Now South Adams able to contain it. Mary Kate sets it up. Great move by Bellmont. They are able to tie it back up to 11. Lily Selking, the senior, about to bring it over for the Bellmont Braves. 11-11 here. Early in the first set. Lily waiting for her approval to go over. She sends it over. Bolenbacher. And little dish down by Katie Reinhardt, the junior. She made that one look way too easy. 12-11 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. They just regained the lead. Reese sets it up. Avery Brown sends it over. But that's not enough. Point Belmont. Lily Selking still back there to serve for the Braves. South Adams able to contain it. Laney bringing it over. South Adams able to contain that one as well. Barely stays in, and Belmont's able to contain it, but it brings it over. Huge point but from Belmont. 14-11 in favor of the Braves. Selking still serving for the Braves. She brings it over. That's out of bounds. Good side out there from South Adams. Still down 2. But we could see already that they are able to fight back no matter what the deficit here. Avery Brown takes it over. And the error on South Adams' part. Now it's just a 1-point game for Belmont. Avery Brown takes it over. Belmont wanted it out, but they played it. Huge slam down by Mary Kate, number 1, the senior. As they're able to side out. It is 15-13 to favor the Belmont Braves here in the first set. Riley Bowen. Sorry, that was Taylor Sutter on that serve. And that was out of bounds, so Belmont will side out here. Mary Kate sets it up. Belmont, almost a slam down. Look at that wrist. Huge slam by Mary Kate. South Adams is still playing it. We got a volley here, folks. It's still alive. And South Adams, they tie the game back up. Folks, we got a great game here. It is 15-all here in the first set. South Adams is showing that they can fight too. Reagan Bentler, she's about to bring it over. Again, 15-15 here in the early sets of the first set. Reagan handles it. Sent by Laney Troush. South Adams looking for something here. Right to Mary Kate. Going back to Mary Kate. And she got it. Made that one look easy. She hid right behind her opponent. Got the assist and was able to get the point. 16-15, Belmont Braves. Quinn Buchanan brings it over. The senior. Reese brings it over, but it was out of bounds. Point, Belmont Braves. Buchanan still serving for the Braves. Brings it over. Libero sets it up. Reagan, and they're going to give that point to Belmont. Now 18-15 here. Looks like South Adams is going to talk it over. No lead tonight has gone past 5. We are looking at a very close set tonight. This might go all 5. The South Adams looks to talk it over. Belmont still calm in their corner, but Kroll's probably telling them to calm down. You got the lead. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to do too much and then be a weakness for South Adams. So South Adams brings it back on the court. Bellmont still serving. Bellmont up 18-15. Still early in the stages of the first set. So Quinn Buchanan, she's still serving for the Bellmont Braves. She's about to bring it over. Ace for the Bellmont Braves, and no one was there. 19-15. Buchanan again. Bowenbacher. Bitler brings it over, and that's in. Point South Adams. Showing that they are putting up a fight and they will not go anywhere tonight. Reese Bentler brings it over. Almost out. And that's out of bounds. Point South Adams. 19-17. 2-point deficit for the Starfires here. But they've shown they can crawl back. South Adams takes it over. Bellmont looking for something for Mary Kate. South Adams is able to maintain it. Reagan brings it over. And she gets the point. South Adams is putting up a fight to the Bellmont Braves tonight. Reese brings it over. And just nothing there for South Adams. Bellmont gets the point. 2018 Bellmont Braves. Shelby brings it over. She's a senior. Bowenbacher. Bowenbacher again. Mary Kate. What a play from South Adams. And just nothing there for South Adams. And South Adams is down a point now. Folks, this is a great game. Nothing better than rivals in a county separated maybe from 15 minutes away, just playing their hearts out tonight. South Adams brings it over. Mary Kate sets it up. Somerset sets it up for South Adams. Brings it over. That's going over. That's out of bounds. Point Bellmont. 21-19 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Mary Kate's ready to send it over. Bowenbacher and Somerset back to receive. Barely get over. Reagan brings it over. Resets. Mary Kate saves, and it goes over. Oh, it was in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a play. Bellmont brings it over. Mary Kate ready to take it over for Bellmont. 23-19 favor the Bellmont Braves. Somerset. Bowenbacher brings it over. Nice little exchange for South Adams. Mary Kate. She's in the back. Bellmont brings it over. South Adams is able to contain it here. Reagan Bowenbacher takes it over. Bellmont look for something for Mary Kate. And that's out of bounds. But it doesn't matter. It bounced off South Adams first. So Final point potentially here. Mary Kay brings it over. South Adams able to contain it. Mary Kay sets it up for Bellmont. And a huge slam, and it's still alive. Bolenbacher brings it over for Bellmont. South Adams still alive here with 1 point to give. And that's it. Bellmont's able to take care of business in the first set, 25-19. As the respective sides talk it over, we will be back in a little bit.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
We are back here at the teepee as South Adams fought as much as they could. It was a great first match. But South Adams couldn't take care of business. Bellmont won 25-19. So Bellmont here took care of business in the set one. South Adams is looking to take redemption here. If you can hear my mic tonight, folks, they got some pretty good music here in the teepee tonight. As the ref is looking at his adjustments here, Bellmont is about to take the serve here with number 8, Taylor Sutter, the junior. She is about to bring it over. Somerset in the back there, ready for the serve. She gets it. Laney sets it over. Bellmont contains it. Mary Kate sends it over for Bellmont. Reagan sets it up for Bellmont. A lot of Bolenbachers will be said tonight. Bellmont brings it over. Set. And nothing was there for Bellmont, but they were able to find a way to get there. Bellmont able to contain the serve. Mary Kate. And that was just in. Great point from Mary Kate, the leader of this Bellmont team. Riley Bullenbacher, or Taylor Sutter, rather, about to take it over. South Adams plays it. Laney sets it up. And that's a point for South Adams. 1-1 here. Reagan Bittler, the senior, about to take it over for Bellmont. Bellmont able to contain it here. Nice defense from South Adams. South Adams takes it over. Mary Kate, and that's just out. And it is out. Now South Adams takes their first lead of the second set, 2-1. Reagan Bittler, the senior, she's still back there for South Adams. And an ace for South Adams. She just couldn't get a good form on the set. It was a good serve from South Adams. And now a 2-point deficit for the Bellmont Braves. Mary Kate looking for a slam. South Adams able to play defense on it. Reese brings it over. They just ran right into each other. Reagan sets it up. She takes it over. Mary Kate with the slant. Defense there for South Adams. Back and forth action. Here we go. And a slam down by Mary Kate. With a great place to side out here with just a point deficit. Number 2, Quinn Buchanan, the senior. She's ready to take it over for the Bellmont Braves. Oh. I think her foot might have went over the line. Or we're gonna do this one over again. Okay, Buchanan's about to bring it over. She gets it over. South Adams gets the serve. 3 hits. She got it over. Buchanan sets it up. Laney sets it over, and that's a point for South Adams. 4-2 in favor of the Starfires. Reese brings it over. Nice little dump down by South Adams. 5-2 for South Adams here in the second set. Early in the second set, rather. Reese brings it over. Mary Kate sets it up, and that's out of bounds. 6-2 favor of the Starfires. Reese Bittler. She's ready to take it over for the South Adams Starfires. Looking for Mary Kate. Defense there for South Adams. They're going to be able to set it up. Bohenbacher. Ooh, that was a great move from Bellmont, and South Adams wasn't ready for it. So point Braves. 6-3 in favor of the South Adams Starfires here in the second set. Gracie Riggs, the junior, ready to set it over for the Bellmont Braves. Bohenbacher. Reese sends it over. Bellmont able to contain the ball. Mary Kate. Big slam down by Charlie Bohenbacher. Or Kaylee Coulter, rather, sorry. The sophomore. Gracie Riggs sends it over. Reagan was able to play it. And that was a tough call. They're going to give it to Bellmont. 5-6 favor of South Adams. Bellmont 1 point away from tying it up. Their discussion with the ball here. Might be too wet or flat, or we don't know, but we're able to get another ball here and resume action here. Gracie Riggs ready to bring it over. Bohlenbacher ready back there for South Adams. Charlie Bohlenbacher brings it over and right into the net. Reagan Bohlenbacher just couldn't get it over. Now 6-6. We got a tied game here in the second set. Bellmont brings it over. Gracie still bringing it over for the Braves. South Adams hits it right in the net again, and they've lost the lead now. That's 4 unanswered. That's 5 unanswered points now for the Bellmont Braves. Gracie's still sending it over. Now it looks like Bellmont's taking control here. And she barely gets it over. Reagan sets it over. And South Adams regains a point there. Eight, 7, Bellmont. Somerset, the junior, ready to send it over. Bellmont able to contain it here. Mary Kate with a good slam there. Bellmont, and they get it over. I thought that was a lost ball. Big slam from South Adams, and we got a tied game now. South Adams just won't go away. When you have 2 county rivals fighting for the right to keep all the names in Adams County, South Adams ain't going away. Great defense from South Adams. Oh, just barely hits it. It doesn't go over. Point Bellmont. She had the right idea there, just not enough power on the bump there. Now Mary Kate, the senior, the leader of this squad, is ready to set it over. Bohlenbacher's already back in the back. South Adams sets it up. Laney brings it over. Great defense from number 5. Reagan Bohlenbacher brings it over. Mary Kate sets it out, and that's out of bounds. Tied game here, 9-9. Quick sub in for South Adams. Laney brings it over. Mary Kate looking. She barely got it over. Reese Bittler brings it over. Back to Bellmont. Now to South Adams. Reagan brings it over. Mary Kate sets it up. Huge slam from Bellmont, but South Adams is able to play defense on it. Wild ball there from South Adams. Mary Kate brings it over. Great defense from South Adams. Mary Kate keeps it alive for the Braves. And a quick little kiss, and Bellmont's able to get the kill down. 10-9 favor the Bellmont Braves. Number 5, Avery Coates. She looks to set it over. And that's, she was under. So that's going to be a point for Bellmont. Sorry, the adjustment on the score there. Coates brings it over. Bohlenbacher. Laney brings it over. And that was a close call. They're going to give it to Bellmont. Or South Adams, rather. Reagan Bohlenbacher, the senior, ready to bring it over. She brings it over. Mary Kate sets it up for Bellmont. Coates Good play from Bellmont as they're able to take a 2-point lead here in the second set. Lily Selking, the senior, ready to bring it over. One of 7 seniors here for Bellmont. Or 6 seniors, rather. And Bellmont's able to get the point there, too. Now a 3-point deficit here from South Adams, but we've seen South Adams is able to come back no matter what. So let's see how South Adams responds here. Lily Selking again. Brings it over. Bixler sets it. And that's going to be out of bounds. A great play, but just didn't stay in bounds. So Selking still in the serve for Bellmont. Selking brings it over. Bullenbacher. And that's unplayable. Point Bellmont. 14-15-11 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Selking still back there to serve. Nothing changed there. She brings it over. Bullenbacher. Crouch. And it just wasn't enough. Point Bellmont. Side out, rather, for South Adams. Score still remains 15-11. They're going to get a quick sub in here. 11, Christina Lehman comes in for number 9. Charlie Bullenbacher, the sophomore. Quick adjustments here. The line judges are talking to each other. Refs, rather. Jeopardy music playing while we wait. Little comedy here from Bellmont. See if we can get a call here. And they're going to give it to Bellmont. South Adams obviously frustrated with the call. So as they discussed, South Adams will lose the point. Point goes to Bellmont. And they're still discussing. Crawl over there now with the coach. They're going to go take it to the sideline here and see if we can get this thing taken care of. They got it taken care of, I guess. So now here we go, number 8. Taylor Sutter. Ready to bring it over. 16-11 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Remember, they won the first set. Here they bring it over. Crouch. Christina Lehman brings it over. Huge slam from Bellmont. 17-11 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Taylor Sauer brings it over. That's out of bounds. Now, if you're South Adams, you're going to take whatever you can get. You're down 5, but like we saw in the first set, South Adams has the capability of coming back in a flash. Number 10, Bentler takes it over. Coates on the dig. And Mary Kate on the slam. And it goes all the way up to the second deck. 18-12, says Bellmont Braves. South Adams is going to talk it over here.
Just a reminder, we're doing a serving game following the set. $1 for your hit. You get a t-shirt, you get a t-shirt.
Before you joined us tonight, folks, we had a freshman and junior varsity game. I shared the score again. We can share that again. Freshman game, South Adams won 2-1. And then the JV match, Bellmont was able to capture 2 sets and get the victory. Again, South Adams comes into this game 10-1. They got their first loss this week against Parkway, their Ohio rival. Bellmont coming into this match 4-2. None of these teams have played conference yet. They're still learning who they are as a team. We're still months away from the tournament. I know Bellmont is looking for their way back to the state tournament, and South Adams is still looking for their first appearance. Bellmont brings it over. Bentler sets it over. Laney brings it up. And Bellmont, they take it over. Laney. Good play by South Adams, showing they aren't going anywhere. 18-13. Bentler brings it over. Huge slam. That's going to go out of bounds. Now it's 3 unanswered points. Can Bellmont turn this around, or will South Adams go on another run? Reese brings it over. Huge slam from Mary Kate. She makes it look easy out there. Great chance to side out here for Bellmont. Ends South Adams' run of 3-0. Gracie Riggs. And she hits the net. Point South Adams. Quick sub in here for the Starfires. Number 7. Somerset comes back in. She takes out Anna Lehman. Somerset brings it over. No one was there. They moved right from the ball. What an ace. Now it's 16-19 in favor of Bellmont. Somerset ready to bring it over. She's a junior, 5'3" junior. Bellmont sets it. South Adams ever to recover. And South Adams. What a point. And now just a 2-point game. 19-17 favor of the Bellmont Braves. Somerset brings it over. Coates sets it up. Mary Kate sends it over. Somerset. What a little kiss off the hand there. And South Adams, they're 1 point away from tying this thing up. Bellmont's got to talk it over. Folks, this is a great match. Thank you so much for sticking around. Now, we saw in the first set, Bellmont was able to get a 3 or 4 point lead, and South Adams was fighting back every time. No lead is safe for Bellmont tonight. Somerset about to take it over for South Adams. Chance to tie it up here for South Adams. Mary Kate sets it up. Coates. And South Adams ties it back up. Unbelievable. It is 19-all here in the second set. South Adams is not going anywhere. Somerset here to take over. She sends it over. Coates on the set. South Adams able to contain it. Bolenbacher. And that's a point for South Adams. South Adams takes the lead here. In the tourney of events, South Adams is winning 20-19 here. Somerset brings it over. Coates on the set. And a nice little kiss right from Mary Kate. And we got a tie game here, folks. 20-all in the second set. Don't leave. Stay with us. This is a great game. Mary Kate brings it over. South Adams able to contain it. Bolenbacher, Trausch, able to bring it back up. Mary Kay on the set. Coates on the dig. And South Adams is fighting with everything they got. Oh, what a... Nothing there for Bellmont. South Adams takes the lead, 21-20. Let's bring a camera over a little bit so we can get this. She brings it over. Bellmont plays it. Coates up the set. Trausch. Somerset brings it over. Mary Kate's able to contain it. And they're going to call that one. It's too close, and they're going to give it to South Adams. 22-20 in favor of the South Adams Starfires, who was just down earlier in this game. South Adams takes it over. Almost loses it there. Bellmont brings it over. Bolenbacher. And it's out of bounds. South Adams, 23-20 in the second set. And Bellmont's going to talk it over. What a match here, folks. Come on, Eileen is playing right now at Bellmont. They got some good music here tonight. 23-20 right now in the second set. Bellmont took care of business in the first one, but we saw in the first set and here in the second one, the South Adams is here to fight, and they will not go down. Great fight from both teams tonight. Folks, it is beautiful. If you've driven by Bellmont, you can see it's a very busy night. We got cross country, got football practice, we got middle school. We got everything here tonight in a busy Decatur, Indiana. Thank you so much for sticking with us here at the TP. Trausch sending it over. Bellmont plays defense. And Bellmont, they're able to side out here, only down 2. South Adams is looking here to play a strong defensive front here. Coates brings it over. She brings it over now. And it just goes over. What a point from Bellmont, rather. Coates just barely gets it over. She gets it over. Rauch. And she touched the net. That's point Bellmont. Bellmont able to tie it up now. Folks, we're in the second set. It is 23-23. Coates brings it over. Foot was on the line, but she hit her in the face. Point Bellmont. South Adams is going to talk it over quick. Set point here for Bellmont as we talk it over quick. As both sides come out of their timeout, Bellmont will serve. They do have set point here, but I'm telling you, folks, it has been a fight all night for both teams. Both teams are not going out without a fight. So as Coates sets it here for set point, let's see if she can capitalize here and get it done for South. South Adams stays alive. She gets it over. Bowenbacher. Somerset. Crouch. Point South Adams. 24-24. We got to win by 2, folks. Next 2 points wins. Can we see a tide going into third set, or will Bellmont take care of business here? South Adams brings it over. Coates. South Adams able to contain it. Hands in the face of South Adams. It is a fight on the net, and they're going to give it to Bellmont. She touched the net. 25-24 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Set point. Bellmont. Sorry about this scoreboard, folks. It's a little malfunction there, but here we are. Bellmont ready to bring it over. Set point. South Adams takes it over, and they slam it down. It is 25-25. Brown sends it over. Bellmont plays. Big slam from Bellmont. Lily Selking on the huge slam. Or Bray Schoaf, rather, the junior. Quinn Buchanan sets it up. South Adams plays it. Hand in the face, and that's point South Adams. 26-26. In favor of nobody, it is a tied game here. Reagan Bentler brings it over. That's going to be close to call, and that's going to be in. That was a very close point. South Adams coach was right there to see it too. So here we go. Set point potentially here, number 2. Brings it over. Oh, they're going to whistle here. We're going to discuss this. I don't think all players were set there. We're going to try this one again. 27-26. Favorite of the Bellmont Braves. Win by 2 in the second set. Quinn brings it over. South Adams plays it. South Adams brings it over successfully. Bellmont playing on the side. South Adams ain't going anywhere. Buchanan with a great hit. Sets it up. South Adams brings it over. Point South Adams! It is 27-27. Folks, we got a great game here. So both teams are putting up a fight, and I'm telling you, this is what we came here for. They're going to switch to volleyball here. Might be too wet of the sweat. The girls are playing at their best tonight. They're going to wipe the ball off here. As Coach Ashley gives it to her sophomore, Reese Bentler. She brings it over. And it barely goes over, and South Adams gets the point. It barely went over. And it was just enough for South Adams to secure a lead here, 28-27. Let's get a good angle of the... Miller brings it over. Buchanan sets it up. Huge slam. Mary Kate. And she's doing what she's been doing all year in her whole high school career, slamming it down. Now we have a couple subs here. Gracie Riggs back in. As well as Ashley Buchanan. Gracie brings it over. Sets up by Seth Adams. Bolenbacher. Nope, she wasn't able to get it over. It rode the line, and it stayed on their side. 29-28, Bellmont. Gracie Riggs ready to set it up for a set point here. She gets it over. South Adams plays it. Bolenbacher. Bellmont plays it. Mary Kate. Boom! And that's the win right there. What a great play from Bellmont. What a fight here tonight, folks, as Bellmont takes set number 2, 30-28. These two teams don't fight. I know it's a 2-0 deficit right now for South Adams, but it might as well be tied. It is neck and neck in both of these games. We will take a break here.
PSM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. And that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go. Harder. Faster.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/.
We are back here at the TP in Decatur as Bellmont has secured 2-set wins against South Adams. We are here in this third set, and let's see if South Adams can bounce back here. A great match so far. Bellmont, the first set, 25-19. They were able to take care of business in that one. And then in this last one, it was 30-28. It was a great match from South Adams, able to fight. Just wasn't enough, but this is the third set. Let's see what South Adams can do here. As both teams discuss it over, the final buzzer buzzes as we get here to the third set. Bellmont wins, they take it. South Adams wins, we go to another set. As the PA announcer is trying to hype up the Bellmont crowd here tonight. Now, if you're Bellmont, you want to secure this win. You've lost 2 of your last 3. This is your county rival, and this is a huge win. This would be a huge win for Bellmont to get right back on the right track. With South Adams, they're coming off their first loss of the season. They're looking to bounce back as well. They won earlier this week as well against Eastbrook. They won 3-0 in their respected class. So let's see what South Adams can do here. We are about to take off here in this third set. Reagan Bittler, the senior, ready to bring it over for the Starfires. She gets it over, and that's going to sail out of bounds. Point Bellmont. Gracie brings it over. Reese sets it up. Reese sends it over. Point South Adams. Reese scores it. 1-1 tie game. Reese Bittler ready to bring it over. And that goes right in the net. It hits her teammate's hand. Point Bellmont. Quick sub in here. 14, Ashley, the junior. Gracie Riggs brings it over. Somerset. Bowenbacher brings it over. And that's going to be out of bounds. Point Bellmont. 3-1 favor of Bellmont. Bellmont takes it over. Wild serve and wild hit from South Adams. That's point Bellmont. And South Adams are going to talk it over quickly, and we just started here 4-1 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. We'll stay right here. as South Adams closes their huddle, goes back to the court. They're down 4-1 to the Bellmont Braves. Gracie Riggs ready to bring it over. And she does. Libero sets it up. Reagan Bolenbacher, she's able to score it for South Adams. 2-4 in favor of Bellmont. Quick sub in here. Somerset's back in. She's due to serve. She brings it over. Huge slam by, and nope, it wasn't enough. Point Bellmont. A good fight for the South Adams defender there, not quitting on the point. 2-5 favoring of Bellmont. Mary Kate is due to bring it over. Goes to Reagan. Laney brings it over. Looking for the setup here. South Adams able to contain it. Bellmont still scratching here. Reese sets it up. Mary Kay able to play defense. A quick set over for Bellmont. South Adams, 1, 2, 3. South Adams. Again, here we go. South Adams not going out without a fight. Troush ready to bring it over. She's a senior. She brings it over successfully. The libero sets it up. South Adams able to manage it. Reagan brings it over. Set up for Mary Kate. Back to South Adams. Point South Adams. 4-5 in favor of the Braves. Troush. Laney Troush ready to bring it over. She gets it over. That's out of bounds. Point Bellmont. 6-4 in favor of the Braves. Coates due to send it over. She does. Somerset sets it over. Coates. And she's just able to get over. Coates gets the save. Out of bounds. Point Bellmont. Coates sends it over. Bolenbacher. Point South Adams. 5-7 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Reagan Bolenbacher ready to send it over for the South Adams Starfires. She gets it over. Coates with the save. And they weren't able to set it up for point South Adams. 6-7. 1 point game for the Starfires. Reagan still up to serve. She gets it over. Mary Kate plays it. Big slam. That's going to be out of bounds. Close. I mean, that was very close, and they're going to give it to South Adams. It is 7-7 here at the teepee. Bolenbacher again. Coates sets it up. Looking for Mary Kay. Oh, that's Coates. Using her length that she has. And that's out. Point South Adams. Bolenbacher still doing her thing back there. She gets it over. Coates with the setup. Goes to Mary Kate. She sends it over. Bolenbacher. Bolenbacher again. That's point South Adams. 9-7 in favor of the Starfires. South Adams takes a 2-point lead, and Belmont's going to talk it over. We'll stay right here, folks. As both sides come out of their timeout after discussing what potentially could be a comeback here for South Adams. Still down 2-0 in the game, up here in the set 9-7. Wollenbacher brings it over. Coach sets it up. South Adams able to contain it. And she hits it right into the net. Point Bellmont. Bellmont down 1. Quick sub in here for South Adams. Subs in for Bellmont as well. Lily Selking comes in. Or goes out, rather. Lily Selking sends it over. Laney sets it up. Good defense from South Adams. Coates. South Adams plays it. And nice tip from South Adams. They side out here. 10-8 Starfires. Charlie Bollenbacher ready to set it over. She's a sophomore. Her second year with the Starfires. Coates with the set. Bellmont brings it over. Able to contain it. Sets it outside. That's in. That was in. Point South Adams. The sophomore sends it over. Coach sets it up. Looking for Mary Kate. Wasn't enough. South Adams was able to take it over. Now Belmont's up. Oh, and South Adams hit the net. Point Bellmont. Schumann ready to bring it over. That's out of bounds. Point South Adams. 12-9 in favor of the Starfires here in the third set. Reagan brings it over. Nice tip from Bellmont. South Adams able to take it over. Nice move from South Adams to bring it over. South Adams plays it. South Adams takes it over. Barely with the fingertip, she got it over. That's in. That's in. Oh, that's out. That was very close. Very close calls tonight, folks. Quinn, the senior, ready to take it over. She sends it over. The libero sets it up. Bollenbacher. Defense there for the Braves. And that wasn't enough. Point Bellmont. Quinn, the senior, ready to bring it over again for the Braves. 11-12, favor of the Starfires. South Adams brings it over successfully. Laney brings it over. Hands up. South Adams able to take care of it. Bellmont looking to take it over. Mary Kay brings it over. Bellmont able to keep it in play. South Adams gets the push. We got a good volley here going. South Adams takes control of it. Back to Bellmont. Still up. South Adams brings it over. Mary Kate gets the spot where there's nobody there and takes advantage. 12-12, tied game. The first time it's been tied up here in this set since 0-0. Grand Buchanan sends it over. Reese sets it up. Rides the line, and they're going to give that point to Bellmont, or to South Adams rather. Bellmont touched the net. 13-12 Starfires. Bellmont gets it over. And just nothing there for Bellmont. 14-12 South Adams. She sends it over. Barely gets over, touched the net. That touched the ground. They found the hole, and they were able to compromise. 14-13 South Adams. Quick sub in here for Bellmont as Ashley comes back in, the junior rather. South Adams able to get it over, but it went out of bounds. Tied game, 14-14. Gracie Riggs brings it over. Barely goes over. Reagan brings it over. Grace plays it. Mary Grace, rather. That's going to go out of bounds. Oh, she's still very close to calling it. Sorry, folks, we couldn't get the end of that. It's a one-man crew tonight. 15-14, Bellmont Braves. She sends it over. A low serve. She's able to keep it, and it goes out of bounds. Point Bellmont Braves, 16-14. Timeout. As time's winding down on this timeout, let's take a look back at what the scores before this set. South Adams wasn't able to get it done in the first or second sets, losing 19-25 in the first, and then losing a 2-point match to Bellmont, 28-30. Now they find themselves down again, 16-14. Bellmont brings it over. South Adams. They get the point. 15-16. Bellmont. Quick sub in for South Adams. Somerset checks in. Number 7, Somerset, the junior, ready to serve. Looking to tie the game here at 16 apiece. She gets it over. And they're going to give it to South Adams. Tie game here again. Costly things are. Somerset brings it over. Point Bellmont. Mary Kate, ready to bring it over. South Adams tips it over. Point South Adams. Tied game. Number 1, Bixler is in for number 7, Somerset, the junior. Bixler is a senior. This is her final year as a Starfire. Laney brings it over. And it just barely stays in for the Bellmont Braves. 18-17 in the favor of the Braves. Coates is due to serve. South Adams plays it, keeps it in play. Bellmont looking up to set something up here. Bolenbacher. South Adams confused on the call. And point South Adams. South Adams is not going away tonight, folks. Number 5, Reagan Bolenbacher again to serve. Mary Kate pushes it over. South Adams takes control. Sent over by Reese Bittler. Off Bolenbacher, point South Adams, or Bellmont rather. 19-18 favor of the Bellmont Braves. Lily Selking, the senior, ready to send it over. Her 4th and final year with the Braves. Out of bounds. Point South Adams. Now with the errors here tonight, you would think South Adams wouldn't even be in this game. Point differential is slim. The margin of error is slim. There is no room for mistakes here in this match. South Adams brings it over. It's hit over one time by South Adams. Point South Adams. South Adams regains the lead. Bolenbacher ready to send it over for the Starfires. Point Bellmont. 20-all. Sutter ready to bring it over for the Braves. She's a junior. Just nothing there for Bittner as she gets 2 bodies on her. Point Bellmont. Sutter brings it over. Barely goes over the net. Troush sets it up. Bolenbacher sends it over. Point South Adams. 21-21. They're going to discuss this here. Discussing something. Reagan brings it over. A rejection from South Adams. Bellmont able to save it. Mary Kate sends it over. Bolenbacher. Mary Kate. Not enough. Point South Adams. (22-21). Coach sets it up, gets it over. South Adams able to contain it. Huge body but it wasn't enough for Bellmont. Point South Adams. Bellmont's going to talk it over. We're going to say right here. We are back from this timeout here as Bellmont has fallen behind 23-21 in this third set. South Adams is looking to close this one out and get a set on the board. They would hate to see this lead end with a loss tonight. Wallenbacher sets it over. Bellmont plays it. Coach with the set. And a slam by Mary Kate. 22-23, favor of the Starfires here in the third set, rather. Quinn brings it over. Reagan, that's going to be net. And they're going to give it to South Adams, or they're going to give it to Bellmont. 23-23, tied game. Can Bellmont capitalize here and get to 2 final points and get a sweep against South Adams? Quinn sends it over. South Adams plays. Set up from Reagan. Reagan sets it up again. Point South Adams. 24-23. Set point South Adams. South Adams sends it over. South Adams manages to take control of it. Bellmont looking for a play. Sent back from South Adams. And South Adams takes set 3. We're going to set 4, folks. So let's take a recap here of what got us here to the fourth set. In the first set, Bellmont wins 19-25. Bellmont wins another thriller in the second, 30-28. And then South Adams takes care of business in the fourth, 25-23. We will be right back, folks.
PSM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment.
We are back here at the teepee as South Adams was able to steal a set from Bellmont. It is 2-1, and we are headed to the fourth set. It's been back and forth all night. A great matchup here in Adams County as two of the top schools in Adams County clash here at the teepee in Decatur. Thank you for sticking with us tonight. It is an honor and a privilege to go through this game with you. Nothing would be possible without Summit City Sports. As both teams come back to the court of play, South Adams has a chance here to tie it up at sets, and we can get it to a fifth. But can Bellmont close it out here? Yep. Bellmont will serve first here in the fourth set. Taylor Sutter brings it over. South Adams plays. Bolenbacher sends it over. Point South Adams. South Adams with the quick turnaround here. Bolenbacher sends it over. And that's going to be out of bounds. Look. What? It's confused here on the call here. Apparently South Adams touched it. So now it's 1-1. Confused on the call there. But Gracie brings it over. Bolenbacher on the set. Yes, you heard me say Bolenbacher a lot, but there are 3 Bolenbachers on the South Adams team today. So stick with us here. South Adams able to get that previous point. South Adams brings it over. Looking for Mary Kate. South Adams brings it over. Looking for the setup here. South Adams takes it over. Bellmont able to play it, and it goes back to South Adams. Tip from Bellmont, and the hit touched the net. Point South Adams. 3-1 in favor of the Starfires. Reese Bittler's due to set it over. Bellmont plays it. Almost an ace there for Bellmont. And South Adams off the air, 4-1. Bittler due to set it over again. Point Bellmont. Junior sets it over. South Adams barely getting it over. And Mary Kay doing what she's been doing her whole high school career. She slams it down. 4-3, South Adams. Selking brings it over. Bowenbacher. Good play from South Adams. Bellmont brings it over. Bellmont still fighting here. She was able to get it played, but there was no Starfire around to help her. It is 4-4 here in the fourth set. A little slow to get up. Hopefully she's all right. She looks tough. She's able to fight it. Way to get back up. Good job. All right. So tied game here. 4-4 in the fourth set. 2-1 in favor of Bellmont. Selking brings it over. Oh. There's a wet. It's wet. So they're going to get that cleaned off first. That's the coach of South Adams, Ashley Buckingham, if I'm saying your name right. Here comes Crawl. Quick timeout. Beautiful form from Crawl there. It looks like they were able to get that wet mark out of there. Good job, Coach Crawl. Little humor there. Doesn't hurt anybody. Selking still due to serve. She brings it over. Bowenbacher. Good block from Bellmont. Got to play it, though. Could have been out of bounds. Mary Kate brings it over. Quick movement from Bellmont and South Adams. South Adams plays it. She gets out of the way. Mary Kate plays it up. And that's going to be a close one. They're going to say it was out of bounds. Point South Adams. 5-4. Quick sup in here for South Adams as Avery Brown comes back in. And Somerset goes out. Somerset on the serve. Bellmont gets it over before it goes out of bounds. In Belmont's court. And that's going to be in. Point Mary Kate. Tied game. Mary Kate due to serve now. Simon brings it over. She wasn't able to get it over. Point Bellmont. Simon still serving. The captain of this Bellmont squad team. Or Braves, rather. I don't think they call Bellmont Squaws anymore. I think they're all just Braves. And Bellmont gets another point. 7-5 in favor of Bellmont. Let's see how far Simon can stay back there serving. You do not want her back there. Simon brings it over. Oh, and she hits it right into the net. Right into the net. 7-6 still in favor of Bellmont. Somerset brings it over. Belmont's able to get it over cleanly. Huge slam down from South Adams. They're able to tie it back up here in the fourth. Huge slam. Just barely getting over for the Bellmont, and they're going to give it to Bellmont. She hit right into the net. These costly errors are going to cut you deeper and deeper and deeper for the Starfires. They cannot put up with that stuff. So Coates due to serve. She's quick with it. She gets it over. Bolenbacher, Somerset. That's out. Point, Bellmont. 9-7. Coates still back there to serve. Ooh, that's a close one. That's going to be long. Point, Bellmont. And Chief South Adams gets it right over the net. Thought it was going into the net. South Adams with the commanding pound. And they're still staying in this game. South Adams able to send it over. That's in for Bellmont. 11-8 in favor of the Bellmont Braves. Riggs ready to send it over. And that hit right in front of her face. That's an ace. That's a point. South Adams slammed it right on her, took advantage of the height. 9-12 Bellmont. Bolenbacher, the sophomore, here to send it over for South Adams. She gets it over cleanly. South Adams able to contain it. Point, Bellmont. Bellmont brings it over. Bolenbacher on the set. Bolenbacher on the give. That's close. They're going to give it to Bellmont. 14-19, or 14-9 rather. She gets it over cleanly. But wasn't able to keep it in field of play here. Point Bellmont. South Adams is going to talk it over. It's one of the biggest leads of the night here. Bellmont looks to take over. And we'll be right back.
PSM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
As we are back here at the TP, South Adams talking it over after trying to come back from their largest deficit of the night, a 6-point lead from Bellmont as they're ready to get this game over with. See if Bellmont can close it out here in the fourth. Bellmont brings it over and hits it right into the net. Now it's 10-15, still favorite of the Bellmont Braves. Reagan Bentler ready to bring it over. Slam down from South Adams, showing they are not going out without a fight. 11-15, South Adams is ready to serve. Bentler still in the serve. She sends it over. And that was just in. I'm sorry, folks, we couldn't get that one in. But point Bellmont. Gracie Riggs ready to send it over. She gets it over completely. South Adams brings it over. Coates on the set. Point Bellmont. 17-11 in the fourth. South Adams going to take another quick timeout. Bellmont ready to take it over. Bentler. Bolenbacher. Good slam from South Adams. Bellmont's able to contain it. Big slam from Mary Kate, per usual. Little body slam, and that's point Bellmont. She took advantage of the height right there. Gracie Riggs ready to send it over. She's the libero tonight. Able to keep it in play for Bellmont. Bellmont brings it over. Bolenbacher. And that's out of bounds. Is this too big of a deficit for South Adams, or can they march back here inside out? It is 19-11 here in the fourth. Bellmont has an advantage of 2-1s on sets. Bellmont brings it over. Little tap off. Bellmont able to contain it. South Adams contains it here on the offensive side. Point South Adams. Showing they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Reagan Bittler brings it over. Reese Bittler, sorry. And that's points Bellmont. Just nobody there. Able to find the empty gaps. Belmont's been doing that all night, and that might be the advantage of the game, finding the gaps and taking advantage of the height up front. Louis Selking sends it over. Barely gets over. South Adams goes outside. Rejected, and point Bellmont. 21-12. South Adams needs to side out here. South Adams brings it over. Bellmont with the quick save, and it's over. South Adams got it. Point South Adams, 13-21. South Adams trying to get as many points as they can here. They know their margin of error is small. Somerset sets it over. And she just missed the ball completely. That's an ace. Point South Adams. That's another point. Nope, that was in. Mary Kate Scheinman. She's ready to send it over. She gets it over cleanly. Bullenbacher comes back. South Adams isn't able to take care of it. 22-14. Scheinman still back there to serve. Number 1, she's the captain of the team. She sends it over. Mary Kate brings it over, and that's a huge play from South. Point Braves. Mary Kate is just a menace out there like she always is. You always want to have a player like her on your team. Someone who can get the job done, someone you can count on. Match point here. South Adams staying alive. And South Adams gets the point. They're still alive on match point here. Laney the senior looking to send it over. A little bit of discussion here. A lot of discussion up front tonight. And they're going to give it to they're going to give it to Bellmont. And Bellmont gets it done here at the teepee. 25-15 here in the fourth set. Good match, ladies. Now let's take a review on how we got here tonight. In the first set, South Adams had good fight in the first two. They dropped the first one 19-25. The second set, Bellmont was able to pull out a 2-point win, 30-28. That was a high-scoring game. South Adams took the third, 25-23, and then Bellmont came full force, and they got it done in the fourth. Thank you so much for sticking with us tonight. It was just me, myself, and I tonight. Until next time.